Mike, one of the ignored consequences from this COVID shutdown is the increase in suicides, especially among young people. There's a major story in today's Washington Post on the sports section about this topic. Is government looking enough at the negative effects of social distancing?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. And I think that this is just one of those things of many that have caught people off guard as to what the impact of both the pandemic, social isolation, and then, quite honestly, being 18 to 24 years old and in that range where you're not working, you're not going to school because you can't, and you don't know what's happening next. And oftentimes this is a population that isn't well connected to the support services that we generally have in place. And so government's got to have to come up with a different strategy. I have two daughters, one's 21 and one's 23, and I'm blessed and fortunate because they're in a social system and a network and can engage with people, but they know so many others who are just on their own. They're living in a community by themselves, completely isolated. And we've got to come up with strategies to figure out how to reach this population and then provide supports to that population at a time when it's really difficult to reach out. And that forces government to do a lot of things that they don't do very well.
So Mark, the repercussions of the financial repercussions haven't been clearly felt yet. What's your opinion on things?
Well, I think you're right. We still don't know. I had a difficult conversation with my son yesterday, who's in hospitality industry. He's been out of work now for 39 weeks. That's coming up with unemployment. Is worried about his rent. Frankly, what he wants, Sam, is to go back to work and is not looking for a lot of benefits that he has to apply to. He's looking to get to work and do what he does. And I think that's what a lot of Americans are looking for right now.
Nicolee, why don't you take 30 seconds to wrap up as we go to break?
I think so many of the problems we're having right now are manufactured by government bureaucrats who get paid no matter what they do. It's disgusting. You have people who just want to work. Who are they to tell people it's not essential that they feed their family? And then you say, we've seen numbers come out in the past few days that 83 million plus people say they're struggling to pay their bills. And of course, the Democrats' answer is, oh, let's pass another stimulus package. Well, that's great. Nancy could not have held that up all year long. But the bigger issue is that people literally think they can say, we're going to ignore CDC requirements, we're going to ignore science, and just prevent you from working with any safety precautions. Nothing you can do is good enough, and we're going to keep you from being able to feed your family. It's disgusting.
Thank you. Well, when we come back from this short break, can 2020 end soon enough? And for most people, but will 2021 be any better? Our panelists have predictions. Stay tuned.